everybody, welcome to a new episode of All Aboard a Vlog where I talk about board games, my channel, and well, more stuff if I feel like it. So welcome to this new one, and well, there's quite a bit to talk about. I had a busy week, quite a busy week. We went to Zomerspel, which is a convention in Belgium in Merelbeke. 2 days convention. We went to demo there for Portal Games. Alright, so that was pretty cool. We had a great time there. There were some great people trying out Cry Havoc, Crazy Cards, and also Alien Artifacts, a game that Portal Games will be releasing at Essen, if everything goes right, of course. I didn't play the game yet, so I have no idea how it plays, but reactions were pretty good. There is still some work on the game, of course. It was a prototype of a work in progress, but first reactions were pretty good, so I'm looking forward to try that out more. Besides that, Rindert and Corina, my two colleagues of Portal Games Benelux, they were there as well. They stayed at my place, and yesterday, Monday, so I'm filming it on Tuesday, we played some games together in the garden here. That's why I'm a little bit red. It is so hot here in Belgium. Don't know how it is at your place, but it is freaking hot here, and that you can see it. I'm already sweating. I am not doing anything. Anyway, I played quite a bit of games, so let me tell you about those. But first, let me tell you about the games that I bought or acquired this last week. There were a couple of them. First of all, I got myself one of the hyped games of this moment, and also I played this one yesterday. It's Century Spice Road, a game by Plan B Games, designed by Emerson Matsuuchi. I think it's like that, pronounced like that. This is a game that gets compared to Splendor often, and I understand it a little bit. You try to make an engine that's giving you resources and let you buy cards that score you points. We played it, I liked it. So the idea is that you have these cards at the beginning of the game, which give you cubes, which are resources. You have saffron and cinnamon and stuff like that, and well, these cubes, you can upgrade these cubes to a higher level, so a more valuable resource, and you can buy new merchants, and those go into your hand, and they might give you more of those resources, might let you change resources, trade resources for other ones, and so you try to buy these point cards that demand certain resources. And I said the word resources quite a bit in this sentence. Anyway, that's how you play this game. It's very simple. The cool thing about this game is that each time you get a new card, it goes in your hand, and when you play it, it goes in front of you on a table, and as an action, you can choose to take back all the cards that you played. So it is kind of a deck builder as well. Now, did I like it? Yes. Did I love it? I'm not sure yet. This might be, again, one of the games that I think is overhyped. Now, trust me, this is a good game. But is it worth all the hype that it got? I'm not sure. I can't say. But it is a good game. Be sure to try it out and, well, figure out yourself if you like it or not. Alright, so what else is new in the collection here? Well, I bought this on the second-hand store, which was there at Zomerspel. This is Hare and Tortoise. It's a game published by Yellow Games in the Tales and Games line, number 3 in the Tales and Games line. And in this game, which is actually a kid's game, you are not racing with the animals, with the tortoise and the hare, but also the wolf and the fox and the which one is there still? The sheep. But you're mostly betting on them. Well, you are also racing them yourself by playing cards, but you in the beginning of the game, you have, I think, 2 creatures that you bet on, and you hope that they have, well, end on the podium and win the game for you. So I played this last year in Paros, and I really like this one. It's a really fun, simple, cute game, but it is actually really fun, and I also advise it for the adult folks like me. Well, adult-ish. Alright, so that was Hare and Tortoise. I'm glad to have it in my collection. Next, also a game that was hard to get. It was for sale last year at Essen. I thought it was way too expensive, and well, you know why I thought it was expensive? Because it's not bigger than this. So it's a really small game, but it's called Deep Sea Adventure. It's by Own Games, and I was able to buy it last weekend. This is a very straightforward push your luck game. So each player is playing a deep sea diver, and well, who is looking for treasure. And you have this track with tokens on the table, and each of your turns, the communal oxygen will go down for each treasure you already have. And so you're going down, oxygen is going lower, but it is oxygen for everyone. So you're rolling dice to see how far you get, but the more treasures you already have, the slower you go. So at a certain point you want to go back to the submarine to, well, bring up those treasures. But in the meantime, still the oxygen is going down while the other ones are playing. The other players are doing their thing as well. And when it's your turn, well, you might run out of air, and then you don't get any points. So it is a really cool, small, simple push your luck game. Comes in a small box, which is pretty neat because you can take this everywhere, and that's the cool thing. That's why I really wanted to have it. It is so portable that I really wanted this in my collection, and now I have it. So that is Deep Sea Adventure, really cool game. I won't pay $28 for it. It was 28 euros, I think, at Essen, and now I got it for quite a bit cheaper. So that's pretty cool. All right, what else did I bought? Well, something that is also considered in the board game world as a board game, but it is a role-playing game. So I'm planning, well, I hope that we can do it. I'm planning to do some role-playing again. It has been a very long time since I did that. I used to do it with some friends of mine, and now we have a befriended couple that, well, we play games with sometimes, and well, I suggested we would try out role-playing games. So I started looking what's possible. I wanted to try the new edition, the 5th edition, because, well, why not? They say it is a very good edition, so why not doing that? And I also heard it was good for newcomers. So what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to introduce them to role-playing game with Curse of Strahd, which is adventure for characters of levels 1 to 10 apparently, and in the world of Strahd. And I'm really curious about this. I did some research. Internet says this is one of the best books available for 5th edition for now, one of the best adventures. It also comes with an adventure for the first levels of characters, so I'm really curious what this will be. So in the near future I will be doing character creation with my friends and with Elisa, and I'm really looking forward to that, to see what they come up with. And then it will be work for me to see if I can manage being a DM, because that has been a long time ago. Alright, so those are the new games in the collection. Also a few games left the collection. I started selling some stuff because all these shelves are, well, they're pretty full already, and my room is, you can't see it here like this, but my room is getting a little bit well, there's too many stuff here. Let me say it like that. So already gone are Thunderstone Advance, Tower of Ruin, and the Numenera expansion. They left this morning. Also gone Baseball Highlights 2045, Hook, which was a small card game. What else did I get rid of? Quite 2 more games which I already forgot. But yeah, I'm cleaning up a little bit here, and it hurt a little bit. It wasn't with all Love in the World that I started to put them online for sale, but on the other hand, it really felt good as well, because, well, it was time to let the things go and to make some room. I made some money out of it, so I've got some finances to buy other games, especially now that I backed some pretty expensive games on Kickstarter with Gloomhaven and Roleplayer. Oh, by the way, Fresco, the big box, this was sold, so that left the house already. Dice City, I got rid of Dice City as well, so yeah. And Salem, it was also a deduction game. Salem was still in shrink, never will be able to play, or almost never, with that many people, that it needs to be played with. Alright, what else did I play this week? Well, as I said, I had some friends over and we played some games. So we played the Century Spice Road, which was pretty fun. We played Yamatai. Oh, and talking about the Yamatai, so we played Yamatai, Rindert, Corina and I, and although I like the game, it doesn't work with my brain, so I decided to sell it to Corina. So also Yamatai has left the building already, which was probably the game that was in my collection the shortest in my history of board gaming. Well, but believe me, it is a really good game if it works for you. Alright, so next that I played was Cry Havoc, of course, because, well, we demoed it, so I played, I think, 3 or 4 full games of Cry Havoc. I don't think I won one, so that's bad. But anyway, I enjoyed it again. Still an awesome game, and well, I was happy to get a chance to play it again. Yes. Alright, what else did I play? I played Flatline. We played Flatline yesterday, the game that I already talked about last week, I guess. Very cool dice rolling, real-time game in which you're trying to save patients of several things apparently, and while dealing with emergencies as well. Again, we lost, of course, because this game is really hard to win, so it seems. I also played another game in this line. I played Insider, which is also a social deduction game that makes you guess a word. So it resembles many of the other types of other games in that type. So one player is a master; he knows a word that we're looking for. One player is the insider, he knows the word as well, but nobody else knows who the insider is. So by asking yes or no questions, people are trying to guess what the word is, and they have a limited time with an hourglass. And well, if someone guesses the word, then the timer stops and people start discussing, well, if the player who guessed the word was or wasn't the insider. So, and then you get some voting and stuff like that. So, what did I think of that one? I liked it, but this game, as is Century Spice Road, as was Yamatai, was so hyped by certain channels, certain people, whatever. Don't mind if they really like it, why not? But I think, again, this was overhyped. I'm saying it is a very good game. I enjoyed it very much. We played about 4 or 5 games of it, but it's not world-shocking new stuff that's going on. It is what werewolves do. It is what other games in that genre do. So, is it worth the hype? No. Is it a good game? Yes. All right. Next, what else did we play? Well, a special one for me, at least. I might sometimes have talked about me trying to make a game. I'm still working on that. In periods, sometimes I'm not doing anything, but I got back into it now, and we played my game Kissy Cat, which is of course a work in progress, a prototype. So it was the first time that this got out again, and so we played a 4-player game of it, and I got some serious good feedback for it, but as it was, they liked it pretty much. Corina would back it in a heartbeat, so that's pretty cool, but it is not ready yet. Let me work on it, let me tweak this, make this better, and maybe someday I will be a published designer, maybe not at all, but we enjoy playing it. That's something, right? I think it is. Alright, so what's next? Well, let's talk about some Kickstarters, and I'm going to talk about 2 of them. First off, I'm going to talk about the expansion. I talked about it last week. The expansion for Deep Space D6, the Endless expansion. I was doubting to back it, as you might remember. Now, one of our viewers, Wendy, she was very excited about this one. She backed it, the game and the expansion, because of watching my playthrough. And, well, now it was my fault that she backed it, and now she, managed to convince me to back the expansion. So that's what I did in the end. Yes, I did. I can't remember if I said that I backed Role Player, but I did. So I also backed the role player, couldn't resist anymore, and since I'm selling some stuff, I thought I could afford to back it, so I will wait for that. It is still, I think it is for February next year, so I think April or so, because lately all the Kickstarters that I backed are getting late. Which kind of sucks, because this week I have a week off, so I have a lot of time to film. I hope so, because even today I had less time than I hoped to do. But some games will arriving in the weeks after this week of vacation, so that again I'll have to fit that into my schedule after work. Nuts. Alright, what else is there? And this is an important one, because well, you might remember that I once did a playthrough of Beyond the Mist, which was a print and play game at that moment by Babis Giannis. Babis is a designer of Cuna Villa Kia, for example, and well, so we're friends. I met him in Greece last year, and he's a very cool guy. And I played Beyond the Mist there for the first time. Really loved it, and well, some publisher picked it up, and so I was really excited. And apparently, the game changed so much that it's now instead of a small card game, it is a full-fledged board game with miniatures and dice and lots of cards, and it looks very, very cool. The game that I'm talking about is Galactic Warlords Battle for Dominion. Now, it is on Kickstarter right now, so I'll put a link in the description of this video. It looks pretty cool. Go check out some videos online. Sadly, they didn't have a preview copy for me anymore. Sadly, but enough. Otherwise, I would have shown you here. So go check other channels. They deserve it as well. But also because he's a friend of mine, I wanted to give a little bit more attention to the game. It is not completely backed yet. It is going okay. So, but check it out. And if you want to help my friend, and they're in the company that's publishing it, please do so. I think it looks pretty cool, and the mechanics still of the Beyond the Mist are still in there, and I really love those. So I think I might like the game quite a bit. We'll see, of course. All right. So let's talk about a topic, and the topic has to do with this channel again. So I want just to ask you something, what you think of it, because I've been thinking, because I got the chance to talk to Michiel Hendricks, and you might know the name because he's the designer of Legacy Testament of Duc de Créchy. Now, a while ago he started his own publishing company, Chronicle Games, and they publish games in Dutch. They have a Dutch version of Dreamhouse, for example, and What's Up, the small card game by NSK and Strawberry Studios. And well, it's tough in the beginning to have a board game company. So I thought, I want to help Michiel. I want to help the Belgian and Dutch publishers, designers, and stuff like that. But often these games are in Dutch. Like Dreamhouse has a Dutch version now. So I was thinking, because I noticed there are quite some viewers from the Belgium and from the Netherlands on this channel. There's also quite a lot of designers lately and publishers that go on Kickstarter and stuff like that. Now, I was thinking, I want to help all these people, and the best way sometimes would be to do this in Dutch. Now, first of all, I will keep doing playthroughs and vlogs in English. That's what I do, period. But I thought beside that, I would also sometimes do a Dutch video, a preview, a playthrough with Elise, and that's easier for her as well, because she speaks Dutch, of course, normally, and her English is not always that good. So I was thinking maybe I can do some Dutch things as well. So, I wanted to ask you if you wouldn't mind it, or if we would even like it, of course. So let me know if it sounds like a good idea. The Belgian and Dutch board game market is growing, and it would be cool to be a part of that. It would help the channel, and it would help them as well, a little bit. Maybe I don't have that much influence, but still, I would love to help them in any way I can. So what do you think about that? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. If you want, you can also email me vitruviangamer@gmail.com. That's Vitruvian with VE, not VI, like the name of this channel. And well, that's it for now. Yeah, I think I said everything. There's one more thing I want to talk about, but that's a topic for next time. Yes. Yeah, that's it. All right, thanks folks, thank you for watching. If you like this video, if you want to give it a thumbs up, if you don't want to do that, whatever. If you are not subscribed yet and you think, hey, I want to follow this guy, well, push the subscribe button if you want. And please go to boardgamelinks.com, push the link sites and find Vitruvian Gamer there and give me the little heart next to it. It helps the channel a lot. It makes people come here. Again, we're getting closer to 1,000 viewers, 1,000 subscribers, 35 to go, I guess. So if that happens, I will definitely do a contest. So subscribe if you're not here. It's the best time to do so. Okay, folks, that's it. That's it for now. I'm back. I'm going to find some cool air or something like that because I'm dying of heat here. Okay, folks. I see you all in the future. Bye-bye.